Hi guys, I just wanted to make this video to show you how to make the final craft of the year. We are going to be making a floral to the full floral arrangement. And yeah, let's get started. You guys should have received one of these bags by one of your table leaders dropped off to your house. And inside are all the materials that you need. So first of all, go ahead and take out everything. You organize your crafts, put aside the floral equipment. You will need a few things in addition to what's already in the bag, including a knife that's going to be shaving down this floral foam to the proper size. You guys will also need some pliers, so hopefully you can find them. And then also a cutting board, just so that you don't hurt your table or counter or whatever you're working on. So first off, I would grab your little pot and unwrap it, set it in front of you. And then what you're going to be doing is you're going to be shaving this down a little bit so that it can actually fit inside your container, because right now it's a little bit too big. Some are bigger than others, you'll come to find. And so I would just shave at an angle since it's tapered on the bottom. You can keep it inside your pot. And then it's going to be too tall. I mean, I guess it's not. It's not too tall. So if yours is too tall, you just shave a little bit off the bottom. But I think that's actually perfect. So set aside all the scraps. Okay, so I cut these down. I cut them off. They were in big bushes, but they will probably need to be tapered just a little bit more by your pliers. I would actually start off with your flowers. You have one big one and you have two smaller ones. I personally start with the big one because it's the, I don't know, the focus, I guess, the focal point of the floral arrangement. So it's totally up to you, the height. The shorter, a little bit shorter the better, because you don't want your floral foam to be showing. And if they're taller, you're going to be able to see that. And it's not the prettiest. So I take off the leaves. You have plenty of foliage to blend everything in. So I just stick this, I guess, a little offset from the middle, as you can see, because you're going to be putting the other two flowers on the other side of them, on the other side of the bigger flower. So go ahead and trim your other two. I just stick them in, kind of like them in the middle. I think that's pleasing to the eye. Okay, and you're going to be sticking your other in. So kind of should look like something like that. It can totally look like different. You can do it whatever you want, whatever pleases you. And then you're going to actually be taking this whole bush apart. So you're going to be snipping each one of these branches off. So sorry if this takes a little bit. You can go ahead and do it with me if you'd like. And then I would kind of organize them by type. So you'll have, I don't know all the types, but the white floral, I know these are eucalyptus. There's actually two different types of eucalyptus through this bush. Okay, so set that stem aside. Go ahead and you want similar things together so that you can arrange them, and they will be they'll make for a balanced floral arrangement. So, I mean, again, this is what I did initially. There's no right way of necessarily doing it, but you just kind of start with whatever you want, and I just kind of fill in the gaps. I kind of like to make it, like I said, balanced, and so I turn it and add the same thing to different spots throughout the floral arrangement. And sometimes you're going to have to clip it a little bit shorter. Maybe one on top. And you see how it's starting to come together. You put one more right in there. Okay, so that's already one type of eucalyptus that's in there. there. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add these ones next. And these kind of like to hang down. They're a little bit bigger, so I like to hang them near the base of the flowers. They will probably have to be trimmed because this part's a little bit longer and that part you can't trim. So that actually fell off, so whoops. So it's gonna be pretty short actually. Just stick it in there. Sometimes they don't cooperate. It looks a little wonky, but you can kind of mess with it to get it how you'd like later. Sorry, this is kind of a poor video. It's pretty close to the screen. Okay. One more. So there's 3 to each bush, and so I like to put mine equal distant from one another. There's one there, there, and there. This one I'm gonna have to mess with a little bit, I think, to get it to work. I'll just cut a little bit more. There, that looks a little bit better. Okay, and then move on to your white flowers, and then again, just stick it kind of where you think it needs a little bit of white. So it already has a lot of white in the middle, so I would work on the outside around the perimeter to add more of these, the white color. So there's one. There's another. I like to push a lot of my greenery up towards the top, just so that, I don't know, I guess it looks fuller and there's not as much stem showing. I don't like the stem showing. Okay, and then wherever you think you need that last one, maybe I will add it to the top. Okay, so that right there, folks, is a floral arrangement. Ta-da, I made it. And then inside your bag, you also have a little tag, and just reminds you of the theme of the year, and it's to the full. Hence the full floral arrangements. Help you to have a little reminder from this last year. I have to really quick run and grab scissors. I forgot to tell you that you do need scissors to cut this out. So I outlined a tag. The printer was wonky, and so I'm sorry it didn't show up as well as I'd liked. And then I also had to outline the tag, so it's not going to be perfect. And if you want to take a pen or a Sharpie and outline the words to make it a little bit more prominent, go ahead and do so. I'm not going to, just for the sake of time. And then you have a little string here. To make it a little bit easier to tie on your pot, I would actually just take this out, and then you just have your pot here. Maybe we should have done this at the beginning, I don't know. And then you're just gonna go ahead and tie on your tag. A little trick too for making a nice bow and having enough twine is that if you have more on the left side when you're making your bow, then you'll actually have enough when you twirl around. Okay, and then you're gonna go ahead and clip the ends. And you have your nice little tag, and then you can just put your floral arrangement back in your pot. And there you go.